This is breaking news as two armies were killed and a number of school children were taken away by bandits and kidnappers in Kaduna earlier this morning. And it's so unfortunate that I wonder how these guys do it, that it gets a whole number of children at the same time and can't be stopped by the Nigerian army or can't be stopped by the Nigerian police, but they have the energy and the strength to go after ESN that has guns and all of that. I'm just wondering though, but it's just so painful that our children have to go through all of these issues that the country is having, that they are the ones rather bearing the brunt of all of this, especially those in the north. And the painful thing about this is that the northern people are still very much in support of the President Buhari, because I can remember the last time the president and the AGF and others went to one of the northern states about a week ago. I can imagine the number of people that came out to welcome the president, whether they are organized or whether they are being sponsored, I don't care. But the thing is, the number was outrageous, that, it's just so scary that these people can still be behind this man after all they have been going through in the country. Well, I don't know what they are really looking for, what they are still waiting, because the truth is, if the North decides to stand up today and speak against the president, that will be the end. But I guess they are still enjoying all of this. So to them, it is not an issue, but it is painful that innocent children have to be the ones to suffer this brunt. But anyway, guys, we'll get into the details of this report, but please ensure you subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, turn on the notification bell, like, and also share this video. Okay, my dear people, without further ado, it says right here, bandits stage another mass kidnapping of students at Bethel Baptist High School, Kaduna. Bandits have struck again in Kaduna, staging another mass kidnap of students of Bethel High School, a private boarding college. The college is located at Maraban Rido area on Kaduna-Kachi Road in Chikun local government area of Kaduna State. Multiple reports, including that of Channels TV, said the bandits invaded the school in the early hours of Monday, shooting sporadically into the air before kidnapping the students. One report said as many as 170 students were kidnapped, and it was also reported that 4 of the students escaped while the rest were taken away by bandits to an unknown destination. Mr. Daniel Muhuta, a security guard in the school, recounted the attack in an interview and said, "I escaped narrowly. They came around 1 a.m. and started shooting. I was at the back of the school dormitory when I heard shooting and decided to pin down." Security personnel have reported at the boarding school, along with parents and relatives of the kidnapped students. The college marked its 30th anniversary on 19th of January. And now see what has happened to the children. Imagine 170 students were taken away, and we believe we're in a sane society, we believe we're in a sane country. No, whoever tells us we are in a sane country is rather deceiving us, because it is unfortunate that these young children have to go through all of this because of an irresponsible government, a government that do not see bandits as enemies of the state, a government that does not see criminals as enemies, but they rather see secessionists and agitators as enemies of the state. That is why we're still going through all of this, because I cannot imagine that a country like Nigeria would rather celebrate Fulani herdsmen and say people are rather trying to build a war, or people are rather trying to make them look bad than it is obvious what these guys are doing. And now see what is happening to young children. They are being taken away, over 170, because I'm very sure at this point that we are, there's no concrete evidence. If they are 170, they must be over 170. So there's no correct number of students that have been taken away right now. The last time we were having a serious fight with Boko Haram and all of that. Now we don't even have Boko Haram. Now we have ISWAP, and Boko Haram. And you know who they work for? They work for ISIS and Al Qaeda. That means Nigeria is in a big mess because right now, formerly, it used to be Boko Haram that kidnaps, but now Boko Haram and ISWAP are now working together as one big family. So, who are they going to hold responsible for the kidnap of those children? Is it Boko Haram or ISWAP? So it is rather unfortunate that this government have just have to look at things from the surface and begin to attend to them from the surface. And you know what that could actually mean? It is, you know, things like that don't end well. And this president and those working with him, the Minister of Information is Femi Adesina and the likes, like Mohammed, and even Shehu, they are all, they are just something else. I wonder what they are just telling the president, because the truth is our president is not in touch with reality of what is going on in the country. Now we cannot even ascertain the exact number of students that have been kidnapped. We are just assuming that there are 170, and reports have it that a few escaped. How do we know? How do we get the number of students that were actually kidnapped? Now they said about one or two security personnel were killed, and yet it is just so painful because I feel so bad. I feel awful with all of this happening. And yet we say we are running a government. The president, when things happen, they don't take responsibility. They don't attend to issues when they are supposed to. They just leave things to happen on their own. And when people complain, they say people are trying to attack their government. People do not want the government of Buhari to last long. People do not want a president from the north. It is much more than that. Even those who supported Buhari's candidacy back then in 2014, you know, now most of them have expressed their regrets on how bad things have become in the country. In fact, I can remember Tunde Bakari saying about a few days ago that, I believe, if you know Tunde Bakari, pastor, is one person that is very close to President Muhammadu Buhari back then. But I'm very sure he does not even understand who the Buhari he knows back then is at this very moment. Because formerly, Buhari respects Pastor Tunde Bakari very, very much, but not anymore. I'm not even sure they're in good terms as things are. But the thing is, now Tunde Bakari is even saying that most politicians, most corrupt politicians have become worse under this president, Muhammadu Buhari's regime. So you can imagine everything have become worse. Even the prices of food, fuel, everything have become worse. What has Nigerians done to deserve this from this administration? Well, I feel so sorry for the parents of these children that have been kidnapped. I hope God gives them the fortitude to really put themselves together and condole them and even give them comfort until the return of these children. Well, my dear people, that is it. Thank you so much for listening. Please drop your comment and give this video a thumbs up. Do have a pleasant time. Bye.